So that kind of leads us to this acoustic all-star jam that you're doing at Foxwoods Resort Casino at the Grand Theater.
Yeah.
And it's happening on November 10th. It's a Thursday night. So,
but Friday's Veterans Day.
That's true.
So hopefully people don't have to work the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice long weekend. You go out Thursday night, you see a show.
That's it.
And you have a good time at Foxwoods.
One of a kind show.
It really is. So
no, it is.
Tell us about the lineup. I got a sneak preview of it at your guitar shop up in Winstead. Tell us who's playing and how it all kind of came together.
Maybe I'll back it up, just give you a little bit. Through the guitar shop, we had done our website with this gentleman who knew these other guys that started this production company. They're getting into virtual reality videos. So they wanted to kind of do this calling card. So we got together and they wanted to do the making of an acoustic guitar in virtual reality. So it kind of puts you in the middle of our shop. And if you wear the goggles, I mean, it literally, you're transported to that place where that's being filmed. Mm-hmm. So that led to the idea of, well, let's do a little jam. So we got some local friends together that night and we set up the virtual reality rig. We sat around, we played a bunch of cover songs, they filmed it. And I'm like, you know, I know so many different people. Like, we talk about the tour that we just did and all these people that I've been fortunate enough to play with over the years, all these great musicians that I've always wanted to do something with, but it's really hard because everybody, you know, as you said, is busy with their own band doing their own thing. But I said, wouldn't it be cool if we could get different musicians from different bands coming together and playing different versions of their favorite songs, not only from their bands, but their favorite bands also. Mm-hmm. Some, you know, different cover songs. So, you know, being friends with Sean Morgan, the singer from Seether, and, you know, we toured with them. Well, I've toured with, you know, Staind has toured with Seether a ton, and, you know, Adam from, you know, St. Asonia and formerly 3 Days Grace has toured with them. So we're all friends. So, and Sean loves this virtual reality thing. He's totally into it. So, that was kind of the hook. So it's Sean Morgan from Seether, it's Adam from St. Asonia, formerly 3 Days Grace, Corey Lowry, the St. Asonia bass player, Sal, the drummer from Staind, and I had a local friend of mine, Jim Como, come in and play guitar also. And basically, the first thing that we did was that we shot it in virtual reality, and there's a camera rig, and we sit around in a circle, and we did, I don't know, about 14 songs or so that you were there. But anything from Pearl Jam to Alice in Chains to U2 to Prince to, you know, Seether songs, Staind songs, 3 Days Grace, you know, St. Asonia.
So you didn't even pick the Staind song that night, right?
No,
Didn't
Adam picked that song, yeah.
And what was the song?
Please.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this random song that, you know, off of Chapter 5 that he's always loved.
Selection. Yeah, I mean, I like that it was different. And that he picked it and not you. I think that was kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, he's always loved that song. I mean, for years, he'd send me videos of him playing that song.
Really?
Yeah, he loves that song. So, so what we wanted to do was, a neighbor of mine has what's called the Reach Foundation. And this benefits underprivileged kids. He does a lot with either St. Jude's or Make-A-Wish. And he does this one program every holiday season called Shop with a Cop. And what they do is they go into different towns and the police officers pick a family that they want to help, and they do this through like the schools or the Boys and Girls Club, and they get together with the children from that family, and they kind of go over what the family's needs are and what they need to try to help them through the holiday season. And the money that we raise will go to help these underprivileged kids in these families.
That's cool.
And it helps about 400 to 500 different kids throughout Connecticut.
That's very impactful.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And, you know, especially the way the whole police, it kind of gives the police, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they're helping out, and, you know.
Well, it's a feel-good story, and it's, you know, people need help year-round, but especially at the holidays. There's a special attachment to that. So the Reach Foundation. So buy a ticket to the show. Yeah, November 10th, it's going to be Sean from Seether, Adam from St. Asonia, formerly 3 Days Grace, myself, Corey Lowry, our bass player in St. Asonia, and Sal, the drummer from Staind, and Jim's going to help us again. And we're going to get together, and we call it the All-Star Acoustic Jukebox Jam, which is basically because we play some of our favorite cover songs in, you know, in our versions of them, and songs from each other's bands. And, you know, I mean, to me, you know, listen, I mean, I think Aaron's one of the best singers in rock, you know what I mean? But I also think that so is Adam and Sean. Sure. I mean, they're some of my favorite singers, and we put these two guys together, and I mean, it was really, I think Sean summed it up the best that night after we did our first show. He said, you know, this is the most fun I've had playing music in years. That says a lot.
You know,
right?
and that's what it is. I mean, it's kind of like a storyteller kind of style. We get together and we just have fun playing music.
So will you do that kind of thing that night? Will you talk in between songs and maybe explain why you're playing a song or what it's about? Or
that's the game plan. Is just really kind of go up there, no set list, just call out songs, I think, and go up there, have fun, and you know, hopefully not screw up too badly. And
well, with no set list, I mean, you are, you know, at risk of like, who knows how you're going to get through.
Never mind, no set list. It's like, you know, we practiced the day before. We played those songs like twice together, maybe. You know what I mean? But the thing about that's so cool is that, you know, those guys are all so good that, you know, we can kind of get through it. You know what I mean? And it turned out way better than I thought.
So the chemistry between that group must be wonderful, right?
It was great. And that's what led us to wanting to do, you know, this benefit, because like I said, my neighbor was there, and, you know, that, yeah.
Yeah, well, it makes perfect sense. So November 10th, it's a Thursday night before Veterans Day, so you have probably a Friday off. And it's a great event for a great cause and a great bunch of musicians. And I saw the sneak preview, and it's awesome. So that's the thing.
Nobody knows what it is.
Right.
You know, we're putting this show on, and it's like, it was like, what is this? But it is really cool.
Yeah, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Cool.
So, and it's a unique show, so get your tickets at foxwoods.com, and it's going to be a great event.